So in this video we're going to take a look at how we go from speech to text in C#, just like this. And we will begin from scratch. So you just have to go and make a console app, and I do use .NET 8 in this project. So we can just go and delete the 2 lines here, and then we actually need to go and download 2 NuGet packages. So go over to the console app name here and right click, say manage NuGet packages, and then go to browse. And the first thing we want to search for is called Vosk, VOSK, and it is this package that we're going to install. So just say install, and that should actually be it. So the next package we're going to install is called NAudio, and it is just the package here that we're going to install. So also say install to the latest stable version. So when these 2 are installed, we can go and close the NuGet manager here. And first off, we want to go and say using, and then Vosk that we just installed, and also using the NAudio wave. So just to quickly explain, the Vosk here is actually just the speech recognition API that we're going to use, and then we will use NAudio so that we can go and use our microphone directly, because the more typical way to use Vosk is just to record a sound and then give the file to Vosk, and then it will make it to text. But in this case, we just want to go and record directly from our microphone. So the first thing we want to do in our code here is to go and create a model. And this model is actually just the path to where we're going to put in the model that we're going to use. So we do have to go and download this Vosk model. And in this case, we just want to go and use the English one in the version 0.22, and I will put a link in the description. So an important thing I missed in the beginning was that this is actually a offline model, so you don't have to have access to the internet or anything. You just have to have the model downloaded to your PC, and then it can go and translate speech to text. So this is the website where you're going to download the model that is going to translate the speech to a text. So if we scroll a bit down, we can see that there is a lot of different languages. There is Chinese, Russian, French, German, and so on. But the one we are interested in is actually the English here. And it was this model that we're going to install. Or actually, we don't actually install it. We actually just download it and then use it. So when you click the link, it should just be downloading. And when it is downloaded, you can just go and right click the file. It will be a zip file that you download. Go and right click it, say extract all, and then go and say extract. Then you will get this file over here. And just to make it very simple, we can go and open another file explorer, put it in the one side and take the download in the other side. And then I actually just put it inside my C drive. So you can just go and drag your folder over to the C drive. You can of course put it wherever you want, but this is just the path that I have chosen in the script right now. So when you have dropped it over, it would just be a normal folder over here. So now back in the code, you can see that we target the C drive and we make 2 backslashes, and then you write the file name that we just downloaded. So the next line you want to create is this Vosk recognizer. It's just a new object that you create, which take the path that we just created to the actual model, and then we will need a sample rate. So this is a fine sample rate. You can see if you hover over, you have to put in the model and the sample rate. So to actually start recording, we have to go and say that we want to use the wave-in event, and this wave-in event comes from the NAudio package. So this wave-in is just going to be an object of this wave-in event, which we can then go and use in here. So the first thing we want to define here is the device number should be 0, and that is just to say that we want to use our default microphone. Then we have to define the wave format. And you could just go and take the sample rate again that we just put up here. And then you want to say what channel do you want to use. And when you say 1, it will just be mono. We can also go and put in a buffer milliseconds here and just set it to 1000. So the next thing is this data available. And it is actually just an event handler that will go and look at if there is any speech. And when there is, you just say that it can go and write a new line with the result that it has heard and translated in the model. And then the final thing we have to do is just to go and say start recording. And then just for some user experience here, I put in a write line that say something, so we know when the start recording has started. Then it will go and say that we can say something, and at any point we can go and just hit a random key, and then it will stop the recording. So you have to look at this as when this start and this one is going to be displayed, it will start to listen up here and go and write the result in the screen until we hit a random key. So let's try and save this and test it. And it should be set when you're in the beginning here, it will set up all these. It is actually just to say that the model is starting, and it will take a short amount of time. So now when it say something, it will go and record and then print it out. And you can see it now when I don't talk anymore. So this is the whole text I just said. And this is of course just the next one. So it will go and listen until we hit a button. So once you understand the code, it is actually pretty simple to set up. And I do believe that I might want to go and try this in Blazor, so that we could have like a button, and when you click the button, you will record, and when you say something, then it will display it on the screen. So if I create that video, I will go and link it in the description. But thank you for watching, and go and have a nice day. Bye.